My name's Tommy Fordham.
My name's Tommy Fordham.
Tommy Fordham.
Tommy Fordham.
Tommy Fordham.
Today's guest is somebody that's had it all, lost it all, and launched one of the biggest UK retail footwear brands. And you're about to hear one of the craziest stories I've ever heard in business for where the brand Citrine and the concept of it came from. I'm so excited to welcome to the podcast the visionary, inspirational, and borderline crazy Tommy Fordham.
My whole career has been around some top billionaires, yeah? And when I told them I was a businessman, they used to laugh at me. I had never had more than $5,000 to my name ever. I was taking absolute million.
What was the highest revenue?
I exited at 25 and I was profiting 9 out of that.
Run me through how that come about, what's your vision with it, what you're trying to achieve.
If I tell the story, you're not going to believe it, man.
Try me.
Things change very fast in my life. You get put in situations in life and you either sink or swim, and I swam.
And was there a disagreement over how the business was being ran?
I'm not an easy person to work with, man. I'm a true leader and I'll do whatever it takes to get on top. That comes with consequences, comes with disagreement, my way or nothing, unfortunately.
Similar to me.
And I built everything I set out to do.
You created this incredible business where everyone knew it, everyone wanted a piece of it, and one day that stopped. How'd that feel?
Lou, you've ruined my trip to Dubai, man.
Why?
Because I bumped Dingy to talk property the other day and we didn't go in the clubhouse, we went in your house.
Yeah.
And just opened a big can of worms, man.
Yeah, but they're nice. But do you know what? I didn't do it on purpose, by the way, because I called you and said, look, let's
Yeah.
on the way to the clubhouse. And then we're outside the clubhouse. I was like, fuck it, just come to mine. And I was here with Georgia as well. And I was like, come in. And it's weird because I said to my wife this morning, they went, do you know what's really nice? Yesterday, I had Chris Fade at the house and he walked in and he went,
Yeah.
I think I'm doing well. He said, it's not jealousy. It makes me want to level up.
Of course.
And then when you came in the other day and you said the same thing, I said to Georgia, I said, irrespective of how well someone does, when someone successful comes in and says, this is class. Like,
that's all that matters.
So it's nice to...
My little boy said when we went home, right, he's 4, he went, Daddy, we need to work harder.
No.
Yeah, I've got him on camera saying it. He said, we need to work harder. But yeah, credit where it's due, mate. What a house. Never seen anything like it. It's amazing, mate.
It's the cinema that gets it for me.
All of it.
Steve, the cinema's the man thing, isn't it? You know, when you get...
I like The Office.
Yeah, The Office.
I think The Office is the one.
Of Call of Duty and a bit of work.
Just a little thing where you can turn the glass into smoke, man. I love that.
Well, look, I appreciate you coming down.
Thanks,
I think we met probably 4 days ago, I think.
Yeah.
I've got a weird story to tell you before we go on to it.
Okay.
So you won't know this.
Okay.
Obviously, before we met, I knew who you were.
Yeah.
Do you believe in manifestation?
I am manifestation.
So I'm the same. Everything I've ever done, I've basically pointed to it and said, I'm going to get that. Houses, cars from the age 21. Weirdly, people call me lucky. I always get it.
Yeah.
So you put something on Instagram about 5 months ago, said, let's link for a podcast on your Insta, and you put questions in there. I answered it.
No way.
But let's meet. You pied me. And I thought, okay, no problem. And then you were meant to do a paddle event here. So basically, you went to a paddle event and Trend Sourcing, big shout out to Trend Sourcing, said, do you want to play?
Yeah.
I said, yeah, cool. I haven't played in a year. I went and had a couple of games. I thought, I'm going to go and meet Tommy. So that didn't happen.
Yeah.
And then weirdly, somehow, you'd got hold of me and I got your number.
Yeah.
And I was laughing to myself because I know how I am. I always said, when you come to Dubai, we're going to meet.
Yeah.
And it happened.
Wow.
So how about that?
Yeah, and do you know what? When I was driving around the estate and you called me, it was like you was 2 minutes away.
Yeah.
You know, I was literally there. And do you know what? I wasn't supposed to be there. I was supposed to be somewhere else, but I cancelled my dinner to go there and just have a little look around the estate.
And I'm never, ever at work on the way home at 5:30 because I try and get the kids to bed at 5. So I'm normally home at 4:30 every day.
Yeah.
So that the whole thing of manifestation, which is obviously
completely, everything happens for a reason. And when I left your house, I said to Georgia, I said, wow, I don't know why we just met, but there was a reason behind it.
Yeah.
And that's how everything's always gone in my life.
Yeah.
The good and the bad, to be fair, because you can manifest good and you can manifest bad.
Yeah, I think you attract it. I think I'm quite weirdly in control. I always say to them, I'm in control of my life. So I say on many podcasts, if anyone heard me, I'll say I can go to space. And I believe I can go to space.
Mm-hmm.
My Georgia at one point, my wife was like, you can't go to space. I was like, I can't. I pay $250,000 to Virgin that take people to space. I'll sit next to Ashton Kutcher. I can go. I believe that if I wanted to do it, I can go.
You can.
And that's the sign of craziness that I think success has to have.
Yep. Yep. You've
I
got to
think
be
you've got that.
delusional. I have got that completely. I've already done it.
Mm.
It's all done. Everything's done. It's written. It's done. I just need to catch up in reality to it.
Yeah.
In the physical realm, I have to go and get it. So I sit there with people all the time, and just no matter how bad things are, I always have in the back of my mind, it's done. There's no doubt ever. No matter whether I'm winning, losing, whatever it is, it's done.
So people don't see the other side of what it takes to be successful, because I think people weirdly don't understand. People go through shit.
Yep.
And I think it's how you react to it. So people watching this podcast now, they'll think, oh, Lewis is here, he's happy. Yesterday at 5 p.m, I put my dog down after 15 years. I had to put the dog down.
Sorry, mate.
No, it's sad, and it's upsetting, but it happened.
Wow.
And some people would probably spend 5 days wallowing over it. 15 years with the animal that you love.
Yeah.
Now, for me, I'll wake up normal again today.
Yeah.
And you obviously, you're more and everything else.
Yeah.
But I think some people are built that way, that you accept in any life scenario, no matter how rich you are. Look at Steve Jobs. At the end, he was like, I haven't got a cure. I'm basically going to die. And he died of pancreatic cancer. There are people in life, everyone will die. They'll be healthy, their family, their friends, that success, business, it will happen.
Mm-hmm.
And it's how you react to it, I think.
100%. And it's all of its wake up calls. It's like you're flying, bang, wake up call. And I think what we do is we are so used to getting pushed around and ups and downs that it just becomes like a normal part of our life.
It's immunity.
And when it don't happen, it's weird.
Yeah.
When things are too good, it's weird. You got to expect, you expect it, don't you? And I feel like we're built now. We've morphed into these people where stuff which is mad to other people, to us, is completely normal. And we deal with it so much faster than anyone else. And it's just a bounce back, because instead of something going wrong and us spending 2 weeks, 3 weeks or a year worrying about it, the next day we're finding solutions and sometimes even forgetting about it. And that's what makes us a bit mad.
Yeah.
And you've got to be mad to be successful, I believe.
I think you've got, I don't know if you've got dyslexia or ADHD.
I've got ADHD.
Okay, I've never been diagnosed with it, but
Well,
I was
I've
sitting
just
in
done
the
it.
meeting, and I'm like, I know I have ADHD, I know, but I think that's my superpower. I think that I have this weird thing where I lock into something and I won't let it go until I've completed it, and then my attention span is so short. If I'm not interested, if I don't like you, I'm looking at you, but I ain't there.
Yeah.
And that's how I know, like, but I can find a lot of successful people have a version of it. You look at Richard Branson, he will say, I don't care about school. Like, I have ADHD and dyslexia, and there's so many people that I've seen.
Elon Musk.
Yeah. Do you think there's something behind it?
Yeah, there is. It's because we have a part of our brain where we can hyperfocus.
Yeah.
So we are very good at cutting all the bad stuff out and focusing on just one thing.
Yeah.
So, for example, if it comes to us having to speak about something we're not interested in, we're just thinking about what we are interested in. We're not really wasting our brain capacity thinking about what else other people are doing. But then at the same time, we could be designing something in our head and we just can't wait to get home to get on paper to make it happen. But most people, if we design something or we have a thought, most people dwell on it for long and they don't make it happen. We action it straight away because our minds can't stop thinking about it. So unless we actually action that thought, we can't stop thinking. So then we go into an overdrive, get bored, and then sometimes it can turn into like a burnout because we've been thinking so much about it. We're the game changers of the world.
Yeah.
That's what we are.
I said to, so this goes back to when I was like 19. Someone said to me, like, what are you going to do with your life? And I'm so weirdly confident. I've said to many people, I will change the world.
Yeah.
And that sounds, some people must hear me and be like, this guy is mental.
Yeah.
But I think to get to the level of success that you want to get to, that's not financial, that's being recognized, that's awards, that is walking a street, people go, that's Tommy.
Yeah.
This guy built the biggest trainer brand in the UK and he did this. And when you look at him, you're like, he's the man.
Yeah.
But I think to be that person, you have to have a tunnel vision and basically borderline crazy.
You have to be.
Yeah.
Because you've got to be willing to risk it, give everything up, and go for something when no one else believes you.
Yeah. It gets harder, by the way, they're going for it, and you've probably seen this. Your son, Brody, how old is he now?
4.
Do you think that from the days of Mallet, which we're going to get onto, to Citrine, this amazing new brand that you've launched, we're going to get onto, do you worry more now that you've got a child?
Oh, it's a nightmare, man.
It's horrible, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that I'm going through a bit of a transition in my life where I'm struggling a little bit, and I've never struggled before because it's been so fast paced,
Yeah.
and I've just been, I'd say lucky, prepared, delusional, aggressive, never taken no for an answer to all of that, but then a father at the same time who
When
has
you
school fees and houses and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
when I'm making, I just used to take risks, like shoot first and then wonder after. It is what it is. But now I have to calculate things.
Yeah.
And now
You've got more to lose
you've
now.
got so much more to lose. And coming home and looking at your kids in the eye when you've gambled the house one day because you've made a wrong decision is tough. But I can't stop doing it. And I never will do.
No.
Because it's part of who I am. So I have to teach my kids that.
So do you know how I work? So I'm basically the same. So people have said to me on interviews and everything else, do you think you can launch Allsopp on Allsopp today? And I said no, because I'm not the same person as I was when I was 20. Like then I was ruthless. I'd fight, and the first thought was fight.
Yeah.
Like, that's basically, you want to go, we go. Like that's work wise, obviously.
Yeah.
And as I've got older, what I've realized with fathers is they get more empathy and more love.
Yeah.
And then you start thinking, like, when you're doing these things, that could be my son, and then you want the good world around.
Yeah.
But one thing I think you've probably got, and I have, is with an advantage of experience. We've done it in business. So maybe you're not the same Tommy, not the same Lewis to start these new businesses.
Yeah.
But you're probably 10 years ahead with the know-how, what you already know.
Yeah.
So it's a different fight, I think, with a father.
And we've made the mistakes and stuff like that already. So now it's more, I feel like I'm getting wiser, and I feel like I want to do things a bit slower, where everything was rush. And when everything's rush, you have to fight to get there. But if you're taking it in more time and you're planning it and doing things different, you can actually progress slower.
Yeah.
And then it lasts longer. The more you rush, you're gambling everything. So now this is why I'm taking things, honestly, 1,000% slower.
Yeah.
Compared to where I was before. I was
But
so
you have the
rushed.
know-how. So that I think you're no longer looking for answers. You probably know the answers, and you're executing them, answering your business plan with more conviction but slower. Which comes with,
Yeah, you think you know the answers, don't you?
Yeah.
And then something else happens, and then you're like, whoa, it's a new one. I just think, because I'm in a stage of my life where for once I've got family and I'm happy and I'm content.
which is the number one thing, by the way.
Content. So anything else that comes is a bonus.
Yeah.
So if I've had the money, I've had the cars, I've had the houses, I've had all of it. There's only so much you can have. You
And
know,
it's boring as well, isn't it?
I've had it all. I wear the same clothes most days. I'm not bothered no more. I've done it. I've been doing it since I was 20. I've had fame. I've had money. I've had everything I wanted in my life. I've had.
And
So,
being a father and a husband's actually more enjoyable.
it's the best thing, because when I had it all and I was really going for it, I was unhappy. And my main goal in life is to do what I love but be happy at the same time, because I've been victim of being in where I thought was going to be the best place in my life, but in my head so unhappy and not feel like I was supposed to be there. So like this whole thing, this whole rebrand, this whole relaunch and having kids has taught me so much.
So let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Citrine is here, but I just want to go back for anyone watching this. Mallet.
Yeah.
So Mallet, me watching from the outside. So we met 5 days ago. So I'm just going to give you my straight up opinion. Guy on Towie, a little bit crazy, a little bit delusional, likable guy. Goes through this journey, launches this shoe brand. And I remember walking into Selfridges in every shop in England, everywhere. I was like, oh my God, this shoe is everywhere. Dubai. And I was like, this guy has smashed it. And I've seen it in the news, and Tommy becomes a millionaire, and you've seen this thing, and you were sitting in your garage with your shoes, and you were going through the whole Elon Musk thing of spending time and designing and creating. And you created this incredible business where everyone knew it, everyone wanted a piece of it. And one day that stopped.
Yeah.
How'd that feel?
Familiar.
Okay.
I'm used to losing things.
Okay.
It is what it is.
But it's your name, isn't it?
You lost your dog yesterday. He's just sitting there.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
You get put in situations in life and you either sink or swim, and I swum. And now I'm treading water at the moment. But
We all are at some
it
point.
is what it is. It is what it is. I was in a situation and I built something and we had a good business.
And was there a disagreement over how the business was being run?
Look, I'm not an easy person to work with, man.
Neither am I.
I'm an
And it was Elon Musk.
yeah. I'm a true leader, and I'll do whatever it takes to get on top. And that comes with consequences.
Yeah.
Comes with disagreements. It's my way or nothing. unfortunately.
So similar to me.
And I built everything I set out to do, and I travelled the world. I had never had more than £5,000 to my name ever before, and I was earning. I think I was taking absolute millions. Like I was profiting.
What was the highest revenue the company got to at one
I think I exited at 25, and I was profiting 9 out of that.
Incredible.
Yeah, and I come from a council estate in North London where no one's really set out to achieve anything, but then we turned it and all of us started making it happen. There's some good people who come from where I come from, some actors and musicians, and I was one of them. And we went out and we done it. And
You're not from Essex, are you?
I'm not from Essex. No.
Obviously, I think Essex, but you're from South London.
I'm from North
London.
From N1. Yeah. So I'm from London, and I grew up and wanted this thing where I wanted to just have money.
Yeah.
And that was, I thought, was going to be the sole purpose of my life, because I'd never had it. And when I had it, I started looking deeper into my life and found that I was unhappy in other places.
And did you get into fitness at this point? When did you start getting fit?
Around the same time. I think a lot happened. I couldn't read until I took an ADHD tablet.
Okay.
So when I actually took that tablet for the first time, I then started learning how to read.
Wild, really?
Yeah, and I'd already been on the Forbes list without being able to read. Basically a illiterate. I could read a WhatsApp, but I couldn't read a contract. I couldn't read an email, nothing like that. And I took an ADHD tablet and I learned how to read. And when I learned how to read, I started reading into things.
Probably too much.
Yeah. I started resenting things that had happened in the past, and
that's the
disagreements.
You know, like one of my best things that I have is I have a very shallow mind. And because I have such a shallow mind, I've never been that guy to say, Tommy just said that yesterday, and then start to think about it, or even read too big into contracts. Like, I'll go to the contract. All good? Cool, we good. I've got one goal, it's to do this. And I think when you start reading into things too much, especially when you're a visionary. So you said before about when you sit around a table and you're hard to work with. So yesterday, or the day before yesterday, we built some new technology in our company. There's 5 of the leaders in the business, and they're all giving their opinion. I can't help how I am. I'm like, it's being built this way. 4 of the people are saying it's being built this way, including my business partner, my brother. Yeah. And I'm so, guys, this vision is here. Like, this is me. I'm telling you what I want. Yeah. And I know how hard I am to work with. So I know exactly.
So imagine that with the contract thing, where I'd never read a contract in my life, and I was that person for my whole life. And then all of a sudden, I'll take a tablet and it switches me. Yeah.
Do you wish you could take it?
No, everything happens for a reason. Citrine's going to be the biggest brand in the world.
Agreed.
I'm changing people's lives every single day with it. Yeah. I'm not earning money now. It's a bigger purpose, and that's what I'm here for. The money's just money. It is what it is, comes and goes. But I was gone from being that person who just didn't care what was going on, this is the way it's going to be, to then probably becoming a little bit more corporate, had more people working for me. I was probably listening to more people than I should have. And look, and things started falling apart, and I weren't happy. And instead of fighting about it, I kicked out, and that was it. And there was contracts against me which I probably didn't read, I didn't know existed, and
non-competes, I think.
And it was a bad time for both of us. Should never happen. I still love the guy dearly, to be fair.
Do you speak or not?
No, but I've got love for him. He's probably got love for me.
Yeah, it's a journey, isn't it?
It is what it is. Like, I wish him the best. I wish Mallet the best. I'm not here trying to make the company go bad. I honestly wish that company strives and goes massive and goes even bigger to where I could have taken it.
Do you have any involvement in that?
No, I exited in May because I wanted to do other things. Yeah. But it's not like I exited and was bitter about it. I exited and changed my name back to my real name.
So your real name's Fordham then, yeah?
My real name's Fordham, but I couldn't call the brand Tommy Fordham because of Tom Ford. So I used my nickname. Okay, yeah. So then I removed my nickname. So I'm basically restarting the whole part of my life. My whole showbiz career, everything is known by Tommy Mallet. I've just gone out and said, sweet, no worries. I've moved on from that. I believe in this so much, I'm willing to go. So after all the court and all the bits and pieces, we made a settlement. And
so you paid out? Or was it in shares? How or if you not discussed that?
Yeah, look, we're all right. I'm starting from scratch.
Okay.
I started from scratch. It's not like all of us are wounded. It's not like anyone will come out any better than anyone else. Yeah. We ain't left with like loads and loads of dough from it. Where both of us are doing what we're doing. And as I said, that's my superpower. I've got no resentment. Yeah. I wish anyone the best. Like it is what it is.
I've got friends from my past that basically I grew up with, had disagreements over money, and I still love them, even though they owe me money. I've got such good memories with them, and I'm built this way. I don't carry bad blood. And listen,
can't.
anybody that is in life, if you carry bad blood, it weighs you down.
Weighs you down 100%. The only person you're hurting is yourself.
Correct.
And I'm not going to sit there and worry. I've got a job to do. I need to go out and get it. And look, I still am wounded. I'm still not 100% at the moment. I know I'm not, because when this happens, Jar,
Yeah.
and it gets real, I don't feel you're a proper businessman until you've been through it. I'm going to be honest.
No,
I've sat down with billionaires my whole life. Like, in my whole career has been around some top billionaires, yeah? And when I told them I was a businessman, they used to laugh at me.
Yeah.
And I used to be offended, thinking, what do you mean? I'm doing well, I'm doing this. They go, no, you ain't lost it all and got it all back. You ain't been sued. You've not done that. You ain't done that. You've just had a little clear run. When it comes on top, we'll see how good you are. And I feel like I learned a lot from it. And I made a lot of mistakes. Like, I am great at building things, but I'm also good at tearing them down at the same time. If I lose interest, that's it.
Yeah.
And I'm in a stage of my life now where I don't blame people. It is what it is. I'm not a victim. I don't do that. It's so I'll take the whatever it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
That's how it is. It should be that way. I mean, I say to people, if you're fat, don't be honest. You stop eating shit.
Yeah,
Go to
it's
the
what it
gym.
is.
If you've got a bad mindset, hang around with better people.
Yeah.
Change your mindset. Go for a walk. Do what you got to do. Don't sit and be like, my dad says, pour me a drink. Don't be that guy that says, pour me. That don't work with anybody. Like, anybody that comes near me in my life that brings shit to my door,
Yeah.
I don't want to speak. I'm out. Honestly, there's no politics, no games, no anything. I don't work well with that.
Yeah, same here. And for me, is I was at a stage where I love creating. It makes me happy. I love locking myself in an office, and I love building things, right? It's just who I am as a person. I built everything I set out to build with Mallet.
Yeah.
Everything I said I was going to do, I done. There was nothing.
No,
My exit was on the 31st. It's actually 2 years tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah. And I left on the 30th on the announcement of Reebok. I've done a collaboration with Reebok. I flew to America. Like, me and the team smashed it. We'd done some severely big things in the industry. There was no stores I wanted. We had done everything. So it was a stage of my life where I was telling the story of my childhood through sneakers. That's how I started, yeah?
it's crazy.
It's done. Like, I was at the end stop. Like, the last shoe I'd done, I think, was that Reebok. And in the shoe, it was a map of my journey on the way to school and the bus pass I used to use on there in metal. It's done. That was it. I was getting off the bus. Like, I was getting off the bus. I was getting on the plane. I was going out.
That is your metaphor for exiting.
That is it. That was it. I left the business. It weren't because anything else apart from that. I was just ready to go, and I went.
So where we are today, you're wearing a cap that I complimented you on. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very cool shape. Looks like a Laura Piana cap. But as I said before, Citrine, CTRNE.
Yeah.
So again, sitting from the outside, I see this launched. I see you talk about it. And for anybody watching this that doesn't follow Tommy or Citrine, I see a business that is launching the new trainer with a crystal, which we're going to go into, which gives positive energy and vibes. And that's what I see basically what you're about.
Yeah.
Run me through how that come about. What's your vision with it? What you're trying to achieve?
I come through. If I tell the story, you're not going to believe it, man.
Try me.
All right, so have we got time? Because it's going to be like 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
We've got 2 minutes here.
It's a mad story, yeah? So, all right,
I'm here.
Cool. So basically, as I was going through the transition of building everything off like I'd done, me and Georgia had another baby, and she lost the baby. And it was in in the April of 2023. And I had just bought the... Webb's 3 shareholders in the brand. We just bought one of them out and ended up being us 2. So I was like spent a lot of money to buy my shares back in Mallet. Realised that I'd made the move, and then I wanted more because I just weren't happy and I didn't feel like I was creating as much. Georgia just lost the baby. I started working from home. Things changed very fast in my life, yeah? And I've always been crazy spiritual. There's always been a time where if something happens, I always turn to spiritual side. I've always been the guy that's positive and just knows best is yet to come. I never knew about crystals. I'm not going to claim that one, but Georgia was really suffering because she had in her mind that she wanted this little girl who, thank God, we've got now, Gigi. But she thought the baby she'd lost was her little girl, Gigi.
Yeah.
Anyway, it turned out after it was a little boy, we had tests done and things like that, which obviously made Georgia a little bit more relieved. But in the interim of that happening, I come in one day and she was getting a psychic reading. And Georgia looked a bit disappointed. And I was like, when she got off the call, I was like, what's the matter? She said, the woman spoke about you the whole time. So sick of it. It's all about you. I was like, what should we say? She said, we're going to be billionaires and we're going to be like, it's things are about to go crazy for us. And at the time, I didn't tell Georgia the stuff that I was going through with the business because she just lost a baby. So we weren't communicating.
Yeah.
So for the first time, I was like, George, it's not going to happen. We could potentially lose it all. I don't know what I'm going to do here. My head is gone for the first time. The loss has hit me more than I could actually...
A double whammy, really, isn't it?
All of it is hitting me at once. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do. So she went, the psychic wants a picture. I was like, listen, it's the last thing I need right now is to start talking to psychics. I have in my past been very into spirituality. I have got a gift myself. So I've had that since I was 6. I've been able to do a lot of different things, right? So I'll speak to this. So she goes, I'll say, oh, let me get a call with this woman. She goes, a year waiting list. So no worries, she'll be in touch. Within 10 minutes, she's in touch. Let's have a call. So we're in the office and she looks at me. She goes, wow, your creativity is so blocked. I can feel it. You're there. Your chakra is so blocked. Are you having trouble breathing? I said, yeah. I said, so the creativity there is blocked. You need to start creating. Otherwise, you're going to go into a really bad spiral and you're not going to be able to get out of it. So I was like, what do I do? I only know shoes. She was like, the answers are in front of you. You need to use what you got in front of you. And I looked in front of me and the sun come through my window and there was a crystal there and it just lit up. It was lighting up.
Whilst you're on the phone?
Whilst I'm on the phone.
Wow.
And I'm on Zoom, right? And I go, all right. That thing I'm looking at reminds me of my house in Spain. So when I'm going through these bad times, see the sun go through it and it just lights up and I just think of Spain. Anyway, the crystal on my desk is called Citrine. It's Old French for citrus.
Okay.
And it's got the power of the sun. It brings wealth, prosperity, abundance. And funny enough, it gets rid of the pain in the chakra there. It clears your chakra. It gives you creativity.
For Citrine, by the way.
Yeah, but I'm not even trying to sell it.
Oh, listen,
wait till you already got there, yeah? So anyway, so I start looking into this crystal, yeah? It's been used in Chinese culture for thousands of years. Emperors had it in their hats, so it got rid of bad thoughts. If you go to China, they have it on their cash register to attract wealth. They have it on their left-hand side of their house because it's the wealth and prosperity corner. I'm looking at this thing thinking this crystal is everything I need right now. But I'm not that woohoo guy that's going to start carrying around a crystal.
Yeah.
I've come off the streets of North London. Come on, man.
With a necklace.
This is a bit mad. So I got the necklace.
You got the necklace, yeah?
Anyway, as I'm anyway, back to the woman. So me and the woman are talking. I'm like, look, but I'm going through this. She's like, use your creativity. You can do this. You can inspire generations. The money you've had it before. Just now, use your story. Make people. Be the person that you needed when you was younger. Be there for people. So I'm like, sweet. As she's saying it, I've got a Stanley blade. I'm cutting this shoe up. It was an old shoe that I had. And I get the crystal and I put it in the bottom of the shoe. I went, what about that? She was like, that's what we could see. So now I'm connecting with the spirit with her. And it was just like a part where time stopped. And I was like, all right, I'm going to do this. What should I do? She was like, start now. Big up Katie Hellawell, her name is.
So yeah, waiting list. Cool.
So this is the maddest thing, right? So then I went on to a journey of these crystals. I was like, George, how did these crystals get into this house? We never had any of this. So I have no idea. So my office is basically an office. You go in there, you turn the light on, and the whole walls are sneakers with lights going on top of it. So there's always videos in there because I've done a lot of stuff for like social media. So I was looking back at my videos to see when this crystal got into my house. So I'm like, I don't even know how this got here. So let's go back 2 years prior to Georgia losing to the baby, and we just had our first one, right? 2 of my friends died in a car crash. I went down to where it happened because we have a caravan down there and there's a tree there. That's where they crashed into. I stop at the tree and just to show some respects and just to have a look around, go back to where I live. There was a mad feeling in my house. We'd been home like half hour. There's the maddest feeling in my house, yeah? Georgia goes, Tom, I don't feel right in it. Next thing, a big bang upstairs. So I've run up the stairs and the whole floor is just covered in Prada bags. No Chanel's, no Hermes, nothing, just Prada. They're on the floor. I can't tell Georgia this because she's a bit sleep deprived because the baby's a newborn. So I'm putting them all back and things like that. So she comes back, she goes, I feel really weird in the house. It's a mad energy. So obviously because I've got a bit of a gift, I understood what was happening. So I call a psychic, yeah? I was like, I feel a bit funny in my house. Can you come around and have a look? So she comes around and she just starts laughing. She said, "You got a visitor." And I said, "What do you mean I've got a visitor?" She said, "He's got a white Prada shirt on." She's like, "Did you see the bags upstairs?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "He'll get out, but you need to drop him off from where you just picked him up from." So I'm like, "Listen, I ain't putting a ghost in my car and dropping him 70 miles away."
Don't put
with
this
my
on the
kid.
clip. This is going to be mental.
Listen,
podcast.
with my kid, yeah. Anyway, so I drive to
70 miles.
70 miles. I drive 70 miles away. I swear to you, this is where it gets freaky, yeah? My missus comes with me because she's scared in the house. The baby's in the back. I even open the door and say, "Go on, get in the front." Do I put a seatbelt on my man?
Oh,
right.
God.
Anyway, I drive up there. It becomes a bit funny, but it's still weird. I've had a weird moment. You can imagine this, yeah? I go to the tree, undone the door. "Thanks for coming," all this, what she's told me to do.
And is Georgia listening to this?
George was with me in the car.
Does she know?
You can feel it. Like, there's no way around it. It was a mad part of my life, which, unless you've been through it, I can't explain it, yeah?
I've been through this.
You will be when they knock you on the shoulder one day.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then I'm like, "George, we need to go and process what's happened here. We've got a caravan down the road. Let's drop the baby to the caravan to my mum and dad because they're spending the weekend there. We'll go to the beach and we'll just work out what has just happened." We're laughing now. We get to the caravan, they're not there. So we go to a local pub. We don't normally go there because when we go in there, we get stopped by a lot of people and then we don't look very good. You can imagine we've been driving around with
7 miles.
spirits, right? So as I'm about to go in there, the psychic rings me back. She goes, "There's one more thing you need to do. You need to give a message to his mum." I was like, whoa. Don't start putting me on this quest, yeah? I've done what you've said I needed to do. I don't know his mum. Drop me out. This is not happening. I go to the pubs again and get my mum and dad. And as I walk through the door,
Mum's there.
I don't know his mum. I see his widow. I was like, "Oh, how are you? The maddest thing just happened. You're not going to believe it." My man's mum. And as I've said it, I get knock on my shoulder. And I turn around, I go, "Why are you here?" I've known him 20 years. She's like, "I'm having a bit of a bad time. I need to get some answers." I was like, "I've got them for you. I've literally got the answers for you. I've just been told I've got the answers for you." And I told her something, right? And that was 2 years prior to us losing the baby. It was something which we just forgot about.
Yeah.
We drove home and we never spoke about it ever again.
The ghost journey.
We'd never, because I do a lot of like freaky stuff anyways. Like my life's just mad, innit? So we was just saying we laughed about.
Yeah.
So then I'm looking around my house 2 years after. I've just had this call with this psychic. I don't know how these crystals got in my house. I'm like literally driving myself mad about it. So I ring the psychic who come round and cleanse my house. I'm like, "Yo, do you know anything about crystals?" She's like, "Yeah, why?" I went, "There's one in my office. I have no idea how it's got there. I've looked back on pictures and it got there at this date and it was a few years ago. I did not even know anything about it. I thought it was just like a bit of art." She said, "Oh yeah, that was for giving the message to that guy's mum. Thank you."
From who?
I don't know. She put it in my house. Didn't ask.
Wow. And that's how Citrine was born.
Citrine was born there. So it's like 4 years of madness going on, and you can believe it or not, wherever I was there. Like I grew up in a normal household. I went to a Catholic school. I weren't grown up doing any of this stuff. I've never been a part of it. I've always believed in it, but I've not had one in my house.
Yeah.
Like,
Along the 70 miles to a tree.
and I've not even drove 70 miles to a tree. So then I say to her, "Why is it in there?" She said, "Well, it was a gift for what you've done," and left it there. So then I'm like, "Well, nah, I've got a crystal in my house, which has been there for years. And now all of a sudden, when I need it the most, it's there. I've been told I need to do this. I need to go in on this. I need to just put everything into it." So I just went and made it happen. And that was it.
So when you launched Citrine, you've got the idea, you've got the vision. Was it a risk starting it? Is there capital that you need to lay into it? Is it
I lost everything doing it.
starting Citrine?
Yeah.
So
I risked everything.
So you're deep in right now.
I lost everything down to it. I've got minimal assets left.
Okay. And how's that make you feel?
Sweet.
Because you know you're going to make it.
It's done, innit?
Yeah.
Mate, if you just, that story I've just told you is
done.
just,
I'm betting on you.
that story is not normal, is it? And whether you believe it or not is down to you.
Yeah.
Like it's completely down to anyone. I'm just passing the message of what happened to me. Yeah, I never looked back since.
And
When I was losing it all and I was being sued and everything was happening, yeah, I never had any doubt. There was no doubt. There's still no doubt. I'm having bad days here and there because sometimes I'm having to inject more money to pay staff wages because I've betted on it probably a little bit much, and I've got left one big business into a small one and probably put a bit much to infrastructure in.
Yeah.
There's not one day like I don't wake up fresh and think it's going to happen. It is literally...
That's probably the big thing that you've said. You run a big business, and like in my business, I have like a CFO, chief tech officer. I have finance managers. I forget 19 people in finance. You have property. And I think I would really struggle going from that to me driving all these different departments again on my own. And you're doing that now.
Yeah, it's tough because I don't know what the day's going to bring. And some days I'm all right. Some days I'm not. Some days I think
basically you're marketing, finance, sales.
Yeah, but I'll do
everything.
Yeah. There's 2 of us, or 3 of us.
Wow.
It's 3 of us, and I have to every day just think of like, did I back the right horse? And I'm not a gambling man.
You're backing yourself though, not that.
Backing myself, man. Like, it is literally going to. For example, I've done this thing. I'm told the story. Yeah, I've become obsessed with a thing called Trustpilot.
Yeah,
it's where you buy a product and you can write whether the quality of goods.
Yeah, they do that on the businesses in the UK.
I'm number 22 out of 280 shoe brands already. Yeah, it's been 18 months. And the things that people are writing on there, like I wore the sneakers for 1 day, went for a job interview that I've never been able to get, and I've been offered 2. Like, it is mad. And these are actual real people, hundreds of real people who are giving responses about these shoes, right? And whether you can say it's the crystal and things like that, it
doesn't matter.
My thing is this. If you put something on and you say, if I wear this, it's going to give me superpowers and I can be the person I can, you believe in yourself.
Have you ever seen Space Jam before?
Yeah, years ago.
So my kids are obsessed with Space Jam. And in the end of the film, basically Michael Jordan is fighting the Monstars, which they are in the match. And at the halfway time, they're losing, and Bugs Bunny comes out and he puts water in this tin.
Yeah.
And he writes on it, Michael Jordan's magic juice, and it's just water.
Yeah.
Puts it in, they drink it, and they're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And they go on and win the match.
Yeah.
That is exactly the same output as Citrine wearing the trainers. If you believe that like how I said I'm going to meet you and do a podcast.
Yeah.
If it's out there, Citrine as a brand is going to better people, because even if they don't think it works, in their heart, if they think there's a chance,
it's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
Like these gems I'm bringing out of the earth, I'm mining them in Brazil. I'm sending them to a place called the NGTC, which is like a GAI for diamonds, but for gemstones, right? Some of them are 1 million years old. They come from heat and pressure in the ground, right? They give off the same frequency as godly music. It's like, all of the stuff that comes with it is mad. And when you put them on, you do feel a difference.
So what style of trainers is it? Just trainers? Is it clothes?
Trainers. I do a bit of clothing. I've got my own paddle collection.
Yeah. Are you pushing the paddle?
Mate, I'm just literally existing right now and seeing where it takes me. I love paddle.
And that's the thing. If you love paddle,
keeps me going. Keeps me going, and it gives me that 1 hour or 90 minutes a day where I can switch my brain off to focus on something else. I've even gone into a part of like where my knees have been hurting from it. I've designed the trainer, which is in the sole. It has a part of it where it connects you to the earth.
Oh, wow.
Because when people take their shoes off, it does a thing called grounding. Okay. And it basically stops inflammation, helps sleep and stuff like that. Because the rubber in today's world, what we're wearing on our shoes, is stopping us from conducting from the natural energy.
If there's ever a time anywhere in the world I wear no shoes, I was actually famous in Dubai when I was younger, not legitimately famous, but I would never wear shoes anywhere. So basically I used to have a Hummer when I was like 20. I'd jump in the car with not even sandals on. I would go to the mall, and then I would get out and I'd go to the beach. People are like, why do you do it? And I'm like, I just like my feet on the ground.
Grounding.
It's mad. When I go to the beach, I'm going to the Maldives in 5 days, 6 days. And when I'm going, I will pack one pair of sandals to go on the plane, and then they're gone. And I just love the fact that my body's connected to Earth.
Well, that's what it is then. So because the natural energy is bringing the toxins out of your body, it helps you sleep, stress, inflammation, and inflammation's linked to cancers.
Yeah.
And these are all things that are being scientifically proven. So I'm not just selling things of saying you can be whoever you want to be. I'm also saying you can be the best version of you whilst you're doing it. And that's what I believe in now. I've had the money and I've been fat and I felt like shit. I'm not doing that again. I want to feel good.
Though, because that's mad. The clothes, your mindset.
Horrendous. It takes you 2 hours in the morning to get ready and stuff like that. So I'm building stuff which doesn't just relate to money. It relates to self-belief. It gives you good energy. It makes you feel good. I'm all about energy. This is all this company's about.
And do you think Dubai is what's the energy you feel in Dubai? Because you've been here a few times. What's your thoughts on it? Because people, the UK hate Dubai. Not everybody, but people that come from England, because the success that people come and chase it. I'm not saying everybody makes it,
yeah.
but there's a aura in Dubai of people wanting to do well. Do you see that or not? What do you see?
Real answer.
Tell me the truth.
I can filter dreamers out straight away, man.
Yeah.
And wafflers.
Yeah.
And there's quite a lot of them. Yeah. Me, myself. But at the same time, if you put yourself around 9 entrepreneurs, you're going to be the 10th.
Yeah.
And money over here isn't a bad word.
No.
In the UK, it is. And the reason that it has this thing about Dubai is because a lot of the people wish they could actually make the move to do it to better themselves, and they can't because of circumstances. And that gives it that sort of name. But this is a fast place. It's a fast-paced place.
Yeah.
And they want you to do well here, and people want to see each other do well. There ain't so much jealousy like there is in other places. I think this is an amazing place for families and entrepreneurs. I think it's amazing. I feel like you can be whoever you want to be here. You can get found out very quick if you're not the guy, but also if you crack on, you can meet the right people and you can be someone. I feel like there's so much opportunity, and it's only getting bigger.
I say to people about Dubai, I'm from England, but I was made in Dubai.
Yeah.
Like, I sat in a room the other day, I got invited for lunch. I literally said it yesterday on a podcast. And I said, I sit in the room, someone invited me to dinner, a guy called Shaq Khan. So Shaq Khan was one of the initial founders of Spotify, his initial shareholders. And he said, can you come to dinner? I said, yeah, no problem, I'll come. So 16 entrepreneurs only and business people. I've turned up to the room. It was a guy called Khalfan Balhoul, who's the sports minister of Dubai. Issam Kazim, who's the CEO of Ministry of Economy. There was some of the biggest VC funds. There was the guy who is, he's one of the owners of the new Salford City and Mittal family, you know, the Mittal family. These guys are like, I am the poorest guy in this room.
You're in the right room then.
Exactly. And I love being there because you know what? Not one person asked anything from me.
Yeah.
I asked for nothing from anybody. And this is what I see with Dubai.
And you have to make the best out of any situation.
So Citrine now in the UK.
Yeah.
Where's your main outlets?
Still UK. Flannels, sell flannels all around the country and online.
Yeah.
And then Dubai, I do level shoe.
Are you in shoe level?
Oh, yeah. So that's women's.
One.
Yeah, number one. So for women's, I'm in there, and I'm launching men's this month, November. And then I'm in America as well, Saks. So I'm in like Los Angeles, Miami, Atlanta, things like that.
And where's your biggest as an audience for purchase? What country is doing the best?
It will be England right now because of my profile.
Yeah.
But I think the thing with Dubai is you can hit up so many different communities.
Yeah.
And they're loyal to these running clubs and these paddle communities and things like that. There's so much.
If you nail that right, I mean, what you find in Dubai, and specifically with trainers and clothes, is that people are loyal to certain brands and certain styles. So, for instance, I know how I work. So let's say I dress business. I basically only wear Xenia trainers.
Yeah.
And I like them because they're quiet, they're luxury, you know what they are. And basically, I don't care about anything else.
Yeah.
When I'm playing football, I used to play football, I know I'd wear Preds.
Yeah.
I wear my Preds, I'm loads of some different colours.
Yeah.
And what you'll find here, you said about the run club and the paddle, if you nail that community, you've nailed it, because sports and health and wellness here is huge. So the paddle thing is just...
So my dreams and ambitions since being here is I want to open a residence. I want to get a building. Me and my little boy have said we're going to do it, and it's going to be a targeted by health. So we'll have like very clean air quality.
Yeah.
It would have downstairs a healthy eating place. It will have grinding rooms, so you can go in there and do your grinding in the day. It will have yoga, Pilates, paddle courts.
So on the vision board, yeah?
Yeah, no, I'll have it, yeah. I don't know if in 5 years or not. See how fast I want to work.
We got 6 years on me.
Yeah, so we've got 6 years to catch you up. So I might do that as the finale.
You come and knock on my door and be like, told ya.
I'll just buy the house next door, put Citrine on that. We see how we get on though. But yeah, everything is on the right path. Very inspired by being here.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go now.
Well, look, it's been very intriguing meeting you.
Yeah,
I
likewise.
think you've got an aura about anybody who's watching this, you'll see the aura. You have the aura of craziness and success, which I genuinely believe is what you need to be next level. Now, if you're watching this, you're in Dubai, worldwide, and you're looking to get high quality aspirational, lucky, some would call it, good vibes. Citrine seems like the brand that I am going to be buying today, and I'm going to make sure after this I introduce you to people that I know in Dubai because I want you to succeed.
Thank you so much, mate. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me, mate.
Of course, mate.